Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to another class. I am at a beautiful botanical gardens park where I was able to do a very yummy full body flow. Go ahead, grab your yoga mats, and we can begin. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Let's come to an easy seat and inhale, bringing those arms up and above head. Exhale as we come through center. Again, breathing very deeply into the belly, inhaling, exhaling through center. Let's do that one more time before coming to standing. Making our way to standing, we'll come to the front of our mats. Running through Surya Namaskar A, inhale, arms go up and above head. Exhale, forward fold, maybe bending the knees, nose to knee. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze goes towards the tip of the nose. Then we'll exhale, stepping back into a plank, moving through our first Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog, exhaling, downward dog. Holding here 5 breaths. A last breath here, inhaling, coming up on your tippy toes, bending the knees, maybe playing around with a handstand hop to come to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We'll roll ourselves back up, going through that flow again, bringing those arms up and above head. Exhale brings you back over those legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Let's step back into plank, moving through that vinyasa. Upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Another 5 breaths here. Option to play around with those hops again, making your way to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, rolling ourselves on up. Let's do that one more time. Arms go up and above head. Exhale through prayer, nose to knee. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back into a plank, moving through that chaturanga. Really broadening through the chest, upward dog. Exhaling, pushing yourself back downward. Another 5 breaths. Option to play around with one more hop to make your way to the top of the mat. Inhaling, coming up on your tippy toes, exhaling, pushing back, and then finding your way to the top. Let's come to a halfway lift before exhaling over those legs. Inhaling all the way to standing, arms go up and above and through prayer. Let's go into chair pose now. Inhale, brushing the tips of the fingers to the mat, broadening through the chest before falling forward. Inhale, halfway lift. This time exhaling straight to a downward dog. Let's lift the right leg. Inhale, maybe opening up the hip. And then we'll bring that knee into the chest, dropping it in front of us. Let's move right into a crescent lunge. We'll broaden through the chest, arms go up and above. Then we'll drop the back knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, really pushing back. The last one. And then we'll drop the knee again, bringing the arms to a prayer. Let's bring the left elbow to the right knee. Gentle twist here. Option to look up or down. Just another few breaths.
Takes time and a little bit of effort. I know you won't believe me at first, but you just have to have a little bit of faith and a little bit of hope.
The last breath. Then we'll lift up that left leg, broadening through the chest, bringing those hands down to the mat. Option to move through a vinyasa, and then of course meet me back in downward dog. Resetting with a couple of breaths here, and then of course we have to do the same on the other side. So inhaling, we'll lift up the left leg now. Option to open up that hip just slightly, and then we'll bring that knee into the chest, dropping that right leg behind us, Crescent Lunge. Let's drop for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then of course we'll drop that knee again, bringing those hands right in front of us. This time right elbow going to left knee. Gentle twist. A last breath. And then of course we will lift up that right knee, broaden through the chest, arms go up and above head. Option to take a vinyasa, moving through upward dog, exhaling to downward dog. Let's stay here 5 breaths. Finding our way out of downward dog, inhaling, exhaling, making our way up into the top of our mats, coming to a halfway lift before exhaling over the legs, making our way back into chair pose, and then finding our way to seated. Let's go ahead and stretch out the side body. I will turn to you all, and we'll inhale, bringing the arms up and above head. And then we'll drop the right hand or the left hand. Right hand goes over, really pushing up and out of that left body to allow the right side body to feel a nice stretch. A last breath. And then we'll bring both hands up and over, then dropping the right hand, the left hand goes over, again pushing out of the right side, allowing that left side to be focused on. Let's bring those arms back up overhead, and then we'll bring the left arm on top of the right, pulling the shoulders away. And of course we'll switch now. Right hand goes over the left, pulling those shoulders away. Let's find our way over to our hands and knees and roll through a few cat-cow sequences. So let's roll those shoulders back and down, inhaling, looking up, exhaling, hollowing out the middle body as we push back to a child's pose. We'll roll forward, inhaling, and then of course exhaling, pushing back into child's pose. Let's do that a few more times here. Inhale as we come up, exhale as we push back. A last one here as we exhale to child's pose. Option to bring the big toes to touch, allowing those knees to go to the outside of the mat, really allowing the chest to fall forward and the hips to get a nice opening here. Rolling yourselves on up and into a downward dog. Let's stretch out those legs a bit more, lifting up the left leg before exhaling, bringing it into the chest and coming into a warrior two. Let's stay here a few breaths, really aligning the shoulders, rolling them back and down. Gaze goes towards the middle finger. Sinking into the front leg just slightly to find your way into a straight leg triangle pose here. Gaze can go towards the sky or towards the ground, making sure the chest is broadening as much as possible. Let's come back into a warrior two before coming into a reverse warrior. Really stretching out of the side body. Then we'll find our way back to warrior two through crescent lunge and then making our way back to downward dog. Exhaling before inhaling, lifting up the right leg, bringing it into the chest. Same thing on this side. Let's pivot that left foot, coming into a warrior two. Roll those shoulders back and down. Gaze goes towards the front finger. Let's sink a little bit deeper and then we'll straighten out the leg, coming into Trikonasana. Making sure your chest is lifted and broadened as much as possible. Again, option to look up or down before finding your way back into warrior two and then reverse warrior. Stretching out of that side body, coming back through warrior two, then crescent lunge, and then I'll meet you guys back in downward dog. Resetting here with a few breaths, 5 breaths here. Really inhaling and exhaling deeply. When you are ready, let's play around with another hop here, coming up on your tippy toes, bending, and then coming into a cross-legged position. Let's extend the right leg, bending the left leg behind us. Inhale, arms go up and above. Then we'll lead with our chest to fall over the right leg. Really trying to allow the chin first to lead before dropping the head and allowing the back of the legs to get a nice stretch. We'll be here a few breaths. Finding our way on up, let's bring the left hand to the outside of the right leg. Gentle twist here. Gaze goes to a diagonal behind us, each breath trying to get a bit deeper. Finding your way up and out of it. And then we'll bring the left leg to meet the right, this time bending the right knee behind us. The left leg extends. Arms go up and above. And of course, we'll lead with the chest, exhaling forward, flexing that left foot. Inhale, leading with the chin, and then dropping the head, again allowing the back of the leg to get a great stretch. Inhale, exhale to come on up. Let's lift that right arm up and then of course twist as it comes to the outside of the left leg. Gentle twist, diagonal gaze behind us. Holding here another few breaths. coming on out, and let's have the right leg meet the left. Bringing the arms in front of us, let's extend forward, leading with the chest. And then grabbing onto a strap or the back of our legs. Gaze goes right in front of us to a diagonal to the tip of the nose or the mat. And we'll hold here. If this is a good enough or deep enough stretch for you, stay here. However, if you want to extend a little bit more, inhale and then exhale as we extend ourselves forward and drop the arms or the hands a little bit further down the feet. Let's make our way up and out of it and come into a quick butterfly position, bringing both feet to touch. We'll bring the left hand onto the left knee, just slightly pushing it down. And then we'll do the same on the other side, or right hand to right knee, exhaling as we push it away. Coming back to center, let's sit up tall. Inhale, and then we'll exhale, walking those fingers forward, allowing those hips to get a nice stretch. As you can see, that day I was very tight in the hip section. So let's breathe deeply, really allowing the knees to fall away from us. Rolling yourselves up and out. Let's close those knees together and bring ourselves to the center of the mat. Extending the right leg will allow the left knee to be bent. Arms go up and above. Right arm drops, left arm goes over. This is going to be a great stretch for the side body as well as the inner thighs. So allow yourselves to breathe, either flexing or pointing the foot, whichever provides you a good enough stretch. Of course, we must do the same on the other side, so extend that left leg now. Bring those arms to a T. Drop the left arm, allow the right arm to go up and above. Again, option to keep the foot pointed or flexed, whichever feels good to you. Back to center, let's extend both legs now into a wide V, shaking those legs on out, and then we'll fall forward. First coming to our forearms onto a block or onto the floor, and we'll breathe here. Inhale lifts you up, and then we'll walk our hands a little bit further, exhaling, allowing ourselves to go a little bit deeper, either dropping the head or coming to a full pancake, depending on your flexibility. Let's inhale, walking our hands back, shaking out those legs, and then coming into a cross-legged position. Let's go through one more flow to finish off, making our way to the top of our mats. Let's check out how we feel after all these yummy stretches. Inhale, bringing the arms up and above. Exhale, coming through prayer as we forward fold. Option to bend the knees as we come nose to knee. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right back into a plank. And then we'll move through that flow. Broadening through the chest, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Really making these last breaths some of your best. We'll spend about 5 here. Last breath. We'll roll forward, coming into tabletop before kicking the legs in front of us and finding our way into a nice Shavasana to finish off. We will come into a reclined bound angle pose, bringing the toes, the feet together, allowing the knees to spread and just allowing the hands to rest on the legs, palms facing upward to receive all that great energy we just put out, breathing normally and just thanking yourself for a wonderful practice. Wiggling those toes and those hands, bringing the knees back together, rolling over to one side and pushing yourselves on up. We are finished. This was such a lovely flow. Let's go ahead, inhale, bringing the arms up and above, exhaling through prayer. Thank you guys so much for flowing with me. Namaste. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.